Younger Old here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm basically going to do this video about winter riding. For those who don't put their bikes away for hibernation, I'm going to give a few tips and hints on aspects of winter riding. And for those who do put their bikes away for hibernation during the winter, watch this and it may change your mind. Stay tuned, watch the intro. Now, if there's any snow or ice on the ground, then my bike is staying in the garage where it belongs. I can deal with a cold day or a bit of wet, but snow and ice is an absolute no-no. I've actually been caught out twice where it has snowed while I've been out, and both times I was absolutely scared stiff. It was horrendous. So this is my sort of go-to jacket at the minute. Like I said, it's nothing special, it's just a textile jacket. It's got it is waterproof. It's got air vents in which you can open up, and it lets air go all the way through the front and out through the back. As you can see, it's actually got a thermal lining in. But the main thing I like about this jacket is when you take the lining out, because obviously you're not going to need it on a warm day, inside it's got this sort of tea baggy type mesh material. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. It's quite fine, but it's great. You don't stick to it, you don't sweat. It's really nice to wear. Now I have got some textile trousers which I wear in the winter, and again, when the lining's down, everything's fine, brilliant. But if it's a warm day and you want to take the lining out, this part of it is like a plastic material, and if it does get warm, all I can say is it's like wearing a wet shower curtain. It sticks to your leg. The sweat is running down the inside of your trousers. Absolutely gross. I'm going to have to invest in a new pair, but I will make sure that it's got this type of lining in it. To me, it is by far the best. And even on some of the more expensive jackets, they don't give you that, Right, now let's look at boots. Now these are my sort of more summer boots. The shorter, very comfortable, very nice to wear, but even when they're done up, when it gets raining, nothing at all to stop water ingress going down the sides there, straight inside your boot. So if I'm going on a tour, I'd never use these. These are just purely for a nice ride out for the day. Now here I got my size 14 touring boots. I can't help having big feet, but here we've got a protection there to help stop water getting through the zip. There's a zip each side. Should any water do get in, we've got a Gore-Tex lining which is also waterproof. So that then velcros up there. Then we've got the back bit which pulls down, and basically, try and do it one-handed, that helps you get them on, because obviously that membrane there stops the boot extending out to its fully. So, but they are waterproof, they're comfortable, and yeah, sound. Great boot for the winter and touring. Now this now brings me on to gloves. As you can see, these aren't a leather glove, these are a textile glove. Here again, they are more waterproof. These are actually Triumph gloves, so they probably would have been quite expensive. I actually seen them advertised on Gumtree locally, and £15. And I went and tried them on and thought, yeah, they'll do for me. But they are definitely more waterproof and warmer for winter riding. Now, I do get the mickey taken out of me with these. They're calling me inbred gloves and all sorts of things. But here again, as it says on that label, these are waterproof. And daft as it may seem, they're quite warm. Odd looking things, I know. There must be some scientific reason I don't know. If you do know, please list it in the comments. But yeah, they're definitely warmer. And the big bonus is, when I went to buy those Triumph gloves for 15 quid, the bloke gave me these free of charge included. So, a bargain. Another popular item is inner gloves, like these. Now, you get all different types of makes. These ones are anti-freeze. But yeah, they do give you that extra bit of protection. Now, this combined with my inbred gloves, absolutely brilliant. They really do work well together. And on many a cold evening when I've been teaching, they've actually kept my hands warm. So that was a quick look at sort of the gear I tend to use for riding. Like I said, you don't need to spend a fortune. You can go and spend a fortune, and if that's within your budget, then yeah, go for it. But yeah, I found that I've never really needed to. I've always got by with what I've used. My jacket's a little bit on the big side for me, which is great. So if I want to put another layer on, I just tend to put a thin fleece on. But that is just giving me an extra layer of warmth. You don't want things too tight, because basically if you've got a little bit of a gap in between, then that helps keep the air there, and your body then heat warms the air. So, you know, don't get things which are really, really tight on you. Here again, going back to doing a CBT, we actually advise the trainees that when you're cold, all you're thinking about is the fact you're cold. You're not concentrating on what you're doing, you're not looking far enough ahead. All the golden rules of riding are basically, you know, just going out your head, because you're sitting there shivering, you're cold and you're wet, and basically it's just not safe to ride in that situation. Oh, it's a nice bit of road this. It's actually gone up to 10 degrees now according to the bike, but a little bit of wind chill. It's I won't want to be any colder. You know, I'm comfortable, but I think it'll soon be time to add that other layer under the jacket and swap out the Kevlar jeans for the Gore-Tex trousers. There is actually some very good heated clothing on the market now. Gloves, vests, jackets. I think there's even socks, you know. I personally wouldn't go down that route, because I can choose when I ride or not ride in the winter. I suppose if I was a full-time instructor or a courier or anything like that, then yeah, it would be worth investing in that kind of heated clothing. But for me, yeah, I've never really, you know, found the need for it. I've always managed with what I've got laying around. My GTR has got built-in heated grips, which is absolutely brilliant, but I did have them fitted onto my ST 1050 Triumph Sprint. Here again, they are good. They don't sort of do much for the knuckles, because of, you know, that's getting the wind chill on it, but it does actually help when your palms are warm. At least you are feeling a little bit of warmth in your hands. But another trick is, if you haven't got heated grips, when you get off the bike for a break or a coffee or anything like that, holding that hot cup of coffee helps to keep your hands warm. Even if you're not having a coffee, take your gloves off, stick your hands in your pocket, because your gloves are actually cold. So if you're just standing around off the bike with those cold gloves on, your hands are still going to get cold. So, you know, take them off, get your hands warmed up, I've even had old gloves and shoved them on actually where the engine is and warm the gloves up themselves. So you know, do whatever you can to keep yourself warm and comfortable. So if you're thinking of doing a bit of winter riding, I hope you find this content of use to you. Please tick like and subscribe if you do. I will be doing a follow-up video on basically looking after the bike in winter and how to ride in winter, so watch out for those videos coming soon. Anyway, all that's left me to say is take care, ride safe, and bye for now.